Okay, so I have a couple questions for you. So when we talked a little bit, was that Monday? I guess it was.
Yes.
You talked a little bit about some of the way things used to be, maybe when you worked Watch 1, where you would bring a pillow and a blanket to work.
Yes.
Tell me about that, will you? We want to know how much things have changed since 1977.
Well, it was on dog watch, and it was Sergeant Pride, Liz, Angie, me, and Shirley, and Jeannie, and so we all took an hour of sleep. So we had a blanket and a pillow that Liz brought, and we'd go to the men's bathroom on the other side. And they had like a bench or so like the table, and we go to sleep, and the next person come in, it's their time to come to sleep.
Oh, so things have changed.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you look back and you say, you know, what is one of the bigger things that have changed since 1977, besides technologies that I've already commented on?
Well, we got new faces and, well, like you say, the new technology. We had more paperwork, standing and filing files that were long like this, and we had more customers out in the lobby that had a ticket signed, and they had to pull a number.
Yep.
We set the number, and
I remember this big, the big rolling file of mugshots.
Oh, yes.
Remember that? Where a detective would come down and ask us to look for a mugshot, and we had to push the button, and then it just rolled around. And you would see pictures. I would say they were from the 20s, 30s
Yeah.
of mugshots.
yes.
It was kind of fun. If we had some downtime, sometimes I would just walk over to the mugshot machine and just look at people's pictures.
Right.
Yeah. And then you can see how people have looked different. Because some people have lots of mugshots.
Yes. They took a picture each time they got in trouble.
Yep.
Right.
It was pretty thick.
Right, and some of those accommodations and accomplishments also talked about how you did a lot of microfilm
Yes.
and transition in that. What do you wish we still had that we had years ago?
Can't think of anything.
You like it better the way we have it now?
Yeah, it's less than we did because we was constant going and going and going. And also, we like when we had to call an officer. That's my nephew, Vincent. And like we had a phone that if we had emergency out in the lobby, it was directed to the dispatch. All we had to do was pick up that and they would call. So we don't have that. We got to go wait on the line now and hold and hold and hold.
I get beat up no matter where I go. And thank you, nephew, and the Chiefs.
That's right. That's my brother. That's right. You don't know what it is.
I do. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you if you have one favorite memory, or a couple, or just if you just want to think of just one in the 46 and a half years you've been here, what would you say? And it could be good or bad, but the most memorable time you've had here.
We had a lot of lunches. We ate a lot.
Which happened today. Was there anything more special about today's lunch than all the other lunches you've had?
No, it was beautiful. The food was really good. At least then all of them, they know I don't eat pork. So they make sure they separate my food.
So what are you gonna miss the most about coming here every day?
Well, the people, we had our ups and downs and everything, but we always came back together. And even though we didn't leave that night with an anger on our mind, we settled it right there, and we had peace with each other, and we continue on. and we didn't let everything bother, just rolled off the shoulders. So, yeah, there's good people out here in the unit, and we support each other when we have loss in our family. Everybody get together, we feel their pain, and we feel their love, and they will check on you and everything, so, yeah. So it was family, we all sisters, and they look at me as being the mama, so.
Who's gonna be the mom after she leaves? Truly, you've left a mark here at this police department, not only professionally, but also personally, on the relationships that you've had. And I remember coming into the records unit and, you know, coming in and the way that you brought me in, trained me, I remember, and everything was so, matter of fact. But that was a good way, and that was a good way to learn. And that, there were disagreements. I remember one time, I didn't even think about this till just now. I remember one time, the phone was ringing, and I was at Warrant Services, and I was like, yeah, hold on a second, yeah, hold on just a second, Warrant Services, can you hold please, Warrant? And then everybody else, I felt like, was just sitting there. I know some of you shake your head like, yeah, I know. So things haven't changed. And I stood up, I was like, is anybody answering the phone besides me today? And you know what she did? She was back here, she was like, I remember you laughed at me, I was like, okay, Stacy, it's not that serious. Like, all right, I got your Form 85 if you're ready. But that was actually something I remember until just now. Okay, so with that, do you have any other kind of good memories or big accomplishments? I remember you talked about coming in as under the CETA program.
Yeah, the CETA program, yeah. 6 months, and then I got hired on for permanent at 6 months at Central Patrol from 1120 Linwood in the old building where we had to go to the bathroom to get the water to make the coffee.
Was that the old bank?
Yes, the old bank.
Okay, so can you paint the picture for some people who aren't familiar with the bank and how the holding cell is right there in the middle of the station in front of everybody? So what did it look like in there?
It was just all damn band. It was crowded with the little desks in the front, and then we didn't have any work and stuff. We just walk up to TGNY, go shop, and come back.
Okay. Now I know how she lasted the 3 years, because when we were talking about her retirement, she was talking about when you were here at headquarters, how some sergeant, we don't do this anymore. We'll let you guys leave and go grocery shopping.
Yep, let's go grocery shop, Sunday, Friday, let us go to Bob IGA up north, and we come on back, and then Liz, Shirley, and all of us. Then we go to Church's Chicken, when they had chicken that was left over, and they would sell it to us for $1. So we got all the chicken for $1.
Oh, so that's what if you were asking me, that's probably what I would miss is a little bit of all that freedom.
And I didn't have a car when I first started working here, so I had to ride the bus into the Central Patrol Station. You had to be there from 6 in the morning to 2. So I would get there like 10 after 6. But then my brothers at the Central Patrol Station, they would come and pick me up in the morning. So I called them my big brothers.
And during one of those ice storms, did you have an officer that would pick you up for that too sometimes?
No, that ice storm, it was like Christmas. My car wouldn't start, so I had to walk up to the hill. I caught the bus.
Yeah, she sure did.
To here to work. And then Bernadette Daniels took me home. So, yeah.
Okay, I really wasn't gonna mention this either, but now that we're up here and it's all family. Can you tell me about a time that you drove the records unit car somewhere? They already know about it?
When I was on the mail run, and the president was here, President Ford, I believe, and I was down at the radio, it was right here on 12th Street, and I run in to get the mail, but I run out and the car was gone.
Why was the car gone?
I left the keys in it.
And left it running?
Left it running. And so we found them on 39th Street, off 39th and off the sale. So Julia, he was the officer, and so the guy jumped out and ran. He said, I'm not chasing you, I mean.
Okay, so we recovered the car.
Yes, we recovered the
Okay,
car.
we recovered the car. Okay, so now that I'm standing up here, and I'm remembering some stories, I think it's time to open it up for everybody else. Do we have anybody else that'd like to come up and talk about, Liz, I see them. I don't want to put you on the spot, you just look like one of them popped in your head.